So NGB, never going back.
Never going
bro.
back, man.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
So what made you want to turn your training into a business?
Man, so everything that I've been doing, good question though. But everything that I've been doing right now, bro, is what I planned on in prison. Like literally to the T. You know what I'm saying? So I created Never Going Back while I was in prison. And it's a wild story behind how I created it. We having a conversation with my baby mother one time, and she said something about never going back. And going, you ain't never going back on. That jump just hit me.
Just hit you.
What? Never going back? What you say? Because I'm trying to figure out my name. I already got my I'm already lined up. This is probably like I'm like 6 months to the door at this point. I already got everything. I already know I want to come home and train. I already know I want to be a social media influencer. I already want to do the clothing line, but I just don't know exactly the name. I don't know exactly how I want to go about it. But like when she said that Joan on the phone one time, I was like, "Hey, let me call you back." She's like, "What you getting on the phone with me? Let me call you back." Go right to the cell down, and I put it never N-E-V-E-R. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, nah, that ain't sound right. That ain't how she said it. You know what I'm saying? She said that shit like, you ain't never going back. You know what I'm saying? I was like, that's it right there. Never going back. So it was like I wanted to. I had some other names and stuff that I wanted to call my business at first, but it was like nothing really stuck to the point where it all made sense. You know what I'm saying? I needed that brand name where the training went with what I've been through. You know what I'm saying? And Never Going Back is fit.
And then also like that brand kind of fits with anything, like
anything, bro. That's what I was going to get to the next step, bro.
Addiction,
bro. That's the next step. So when I did it, right, all I was thinking about was the fitness side of it. For me, I'm thinking, individual me, But when I came home and started yelling this shit and screaming this shit, and people started, they like, man, I like that Never Going Back. I like this. Man, you could say I'm never going back to. Somebody said something one day. I say, damn. So this joint could mean 1,000 things.
1,000 things.
Everywhere I go, bro. You know what I'm saying? You just said it. Never going back to addiction. Never going back to not loving myself. Never going back to not, you know what I'm saying? Never going back to bad nutrition or whatever it might be. Never going back to unhealthy relationships. There's so many never going back. You know what I'm saying? It's relatable to so many things, and I think that's why, so many people have supported since I've been home, bro.
Hell yeah. Like, hell yeah, bro. Nah, it's like real talk, bro. Yeah.
Nah, that never going back. That shit's strong, bro. It's power behind that,
and then, like, especially when you experience the good side of well, for me, sobriety. You experience the good side of a better life, bro.
Nah, facts,
bro. Like your peace more important than it's like.
Ain't no point
going back.
Nah, for real. Ain't nothing like it. You know what I'm saying? It's finding your peace, finding your purpose, and really in real life just sitting in it being like, I know God gonna bless me because what I want to do is really help people and put value in it. That was my whole thing too. Like genuine. Coming home, it's genuine. You know what I mean? I want to. My whole I got it written down. I want to come home, motivate the world, inspire the world, inspire whoever I can get in contact with, whoever I can be around to hear the Never Going Back to hear my story, bro. I just wanted to be inspirational. So
that's beautiful, bro. So this brings me to this question: what's something you bring to your clients that's deeper than sets and reps?
Big question. Good question. For me, it's just energy. You know what I mean? Everything that we do is energy. And I always I always bring energy. So this is going back even from me being in the sports. Like, you know what I'm saying? Growing up being the captains of my teams. You know what I'm saying? My whole life, from a little kid, I always been a captain on all my teams, football and basketball. And I was always able to be real passionate and have a real love for the game. So even if you ain't love the game much out there, you not putting as much effort, I'll be able to spark up whatever I can do in me to put it in you to be like, bro, come on. You know what I'm saying? So that's real life what I bring in the gym. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's bringing that motivation, that passion, and energy.
And you know how I know you ain't lying?
What's that?
Because I'm feeling it right now.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
It's real life.
Yeah, bro.
Energy, bro. I always been like that since a kid, bro. Like I say, that was always my place to be me and really real live show up. I could cuss on the field, I could turn up, I could yell, scream, do whatever, talk some shit, and ain't nobody gonna say nothing about it.
Nobody gonna say shit.
Exactly, because they like, that's what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, that's a fact, bro. That's a fact. That's a fact, man. So how do you use fitness to help other black men or formerly incarcerated folks to find structure?
Man.
Like, is some of your clients, did they do time before? Or?
Nah, none of my clients, I don't think that since I've been home, have done time that I can think of off the top of my head. And if it wasn't like, my prison stint, people might have did some, some little stints. I got slaps on the wrist, but nothing like how, my stint is. But for me, I probably heard it almost thousands of times since I've been home, just running across different people, just like, bro, I heard it last night. I was at the pool party last night. Somebody pulled up on me, I hadn't seen in years. I didn't think he remember me. He's like, bro, I'm not gonna recognize you. I remember you from Roosevelt. Blah, blah. He run down my whole life story. He said, bro, I show your son. Excuse me. He said, I show my son your page almost every day.
Damn.
I said, for real? He said, yeah, bro, no bull. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how motivating and inspiring you are. And he's like, and it might not be necessarily something that I'm doing every day, like reaching out to people for black men to do this, but it's just my mission, the things that I put out on social media, the way I handle myself wherever I'm at, interviews, whatever's going on, they see it and they like, bro, you on something, bro. Like, man, you know what I'm saying? Just keep doing what you're doing. So I feel like it might not be something every day that I'm doing outwardly, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Granted, I got the nonprofit too. That's helping. That's helping incarcerate people. I'm getting into that too. Yeah. But like I say, just the mission as far as what I pump out. I always put all positive stuff out, even when I'm feeling negative. Even when I know it's negative shit going on. I've been in the streets, been all that. I could talk about a bunch of other shit, but nah, we ain't on that. You know what I mean? I just want to be positive motivation for somebody because you just never know what people going through.
You never know, bro.
Exactly, when they see your situation. So that's for me. That's how I feel like I help. But at the same time, I do got the nonprofit that's going through the jails whole time. You know what I'm saying? So I got a good man of mine who's the president of my nonprofit, which is Never Going Back to. And he's the president. Excuse me, he's the president of my nonprofit, but he's also a public defender up in Marlboro.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So he about to run for state's attorney up there. So he in a real good position up there. Yeah. So I got, a connection with the courts, and we working on some things as far as when guys come home to have a whole program for them to step into, be never going back. So imagine you come home from prison and you take off your orange jumpsuit and get you right into the sweatsuit, get your sweatsuit that you just got. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, this the brand, this your affirmation. We ain't never going back. I'm gonna give you a whole program and steps to follow when you come home. Yeah. So, you know what I mean? We can implement the right steps so guys can get back on their feet as fast as possible. For
so, hell yeah. Mm-hmm. That seems very heavy, man, because I'm pretty sure some people that leave prison or Upper Marlboro, they lost. So
facts.
By them being lost, that makes them go back.
Go back to your environment. You go back to what you know.
You ain't got shit else to. Ain't shit out here.
Ain't shit out here. You ain't got shit to lose in your mindset anyway. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's what the never going back is. It's more of a mindset than anything. You know what I'm saying? Because it's something that just was created out of air. You know, I just started saying it, never going back. You know what I'm saying? So it's in here and in your heart for real.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So